Now let's move on to how to set up an outline on Noodle Tools. I've taken you in the written instructions all the way down to the outline part. And what I told you is you needed 6 Roman numerals. And I told you to put A, B, C, D, E, F under each one. Now, I'm going to just change that with the introduction because both the introduction and conclusions probably have an A, B, and C only. So let's go ahead, and it starts with Roman numeral 1. Okay, now we can do one of two things. We can go ahead and put the ABCs in, or we could put all of the Roman numerals in and go back and fill in the A, B, C, D, E, F, and on everything but the first and the 6th Roman numerals. But let's just do this. If you go, we already have topic. So what you're going to say here is introduction. Okay, now what I'm going to do is click on that. Excuse me. I'm going to go here. I'm going to add a child. If I added a topic, it would be Roman numeral 2. It would be equal to the number 1. But now this means that it's underneath the sibling. It's a child. So I'm going to add a. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong one. Okay, I'm sorry. Add subtopic. Actually, I'm not. So see, I made 2 mistakes. So let's go to the trash can and take that one out. And then we're going to take this one. Take this one out because they're not siblings and I'm really not sure. Okay, so after I do the introduction, I should be able to put the child in. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but you're going to put for right now, you're not going to do the introduction. The only part of the introduction you are going to do is your thesis, which you have done. So just like the lead, you have a good opening a line. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have put that in. If you hit return, it's going to give you a sibling, and you're not ready for that. Or I could go up here and say add a sibling to the A and add a sibling to the B. Okay. Let me see if I can do it this way. No. Yep. And let's go one more. Okay. So what I'm going to do is write the thesis here. So whatever y'all's thesis is, write it there. Now, while I'm saying this, I do want to stress that each person has to do a project. This is not a combined project. You may look at each other's, but you can't just turn one in. Everybody's got to turn one in. But you do have people who you can work with to help you on this. And the 3 supporting points. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to take this out because I want to show you how I did that. Okay. And take that out. Yeah, I want to take that out. Okay, so once I'm done with this, I could do one of 2 things. I could go and I could say, I want no, I guess I could do the other thing. Okay, so number 1, let's go back there. And we're going to put a sibling. Okay, now that's Roman numeral 2. This is your first main point, and it's also whatever it is, that's the topic sentence of your paragraph. Okay, so let's say, let me see, I should be able to see that. You will probably have to refer from time to time back to, let's go back there. Let's see if it's up here. It'd be good to just have it written down. But I want to see if I want to click on this. Well, let me go back to my projects. It's working very slowly. No. Let's go back here. Hold on just a sec. You wondered where I just went. The wheels finally stopped turning. I went over here to remind myself, which you may have to do, what my thesis was so I could remember my three main points. So it says Bono shares the need for personal sacrifice in the fight to provide human rights for all citizens of the world. And then I also put my three main points. He supports this theme with it should be a healthy dose of pathos, allusions, and metaphors. So hopefully I remember that. Okay, so let's go back over to note cards and see where we left off. It should have what I've put on the outline so far. I'm going to put outline there. Okay, the reason I went back is I wanted to see what my first main point is, because that's going to be the topic sentence of Roman numeral 2. Bono tells the graduates how about this? Conveys the message of civic responsibility, because it was talking about human and civil rights and making sacrifices. I believe he even used Gates. So I'm going to use a quote there, and then we'll talk to you about how you need to show that. Bono conveys the message of civic responsibility well beyond the gates of Harvard by using pathos throughout his speech. Okay, now I'm going to just put in the children here. Okay, so clicking on that, I'm going to children. So, and then I'm going to just hit, it may not, no, you can't do it the first time. I'm sorry. I have to do A and B and then hit return. I think it would be okay. Okay, so this, I need to put in a sibling. No. Put in a child. No. It is a sibling. Okay. This one, go up here and take it out. Okay. Let's try this. Add another sibling. I don't know why it did that. Don't do it. If it's wrong, just go back and do the other one. Put child. Because I guess it's still referring back up to that. So I'm going to go, I'll just go back up here and just say add a child, add a child, add a child. You're always right if you do it that way. And add a child. Okay, now those we're going to fill in with CER. You might go as far as H or I, but let's just start with these. Okay, so now let's go back up to number 2 and add a sibling. All right, so now is our third main point. And remember to put, if you do it here, then you don't have to do it later. You don't want to just finish this thought and go to the next. You want to still kind of smoothly transition that into here. So beside his use of pathos to reach these students. Bono. We don't want to keep saying use because I've already said that. I'll go back and change that. I could just say employing to reach these students. Also uses, I remember it started with I'm going to just say illusions. Okay. Then you're going to do children. Go back to number 3. That's the papa, child, child, child. Now I think we've got enough where I can just hit enter. Oh, no, I guess not. No, well, I guess I just have to do it. Keep doing child. Okay, remember, take it out right there. Okay, so go back up here to the Roman numeral and put a child, and put a child. And I believe I went to F, so put a child. Okay, now this one, we're going to go to a sibling for Roman numeral 4. Oh, I don't know why I went up there. I'm sorry, hold on, hold on. Okay. Okay, go back up to Roman numeral 3, and you're going to put a sibling, which is 4. 4 is your counter argument. 4 is your counter argument. Okay, so I'm going to put that first, and if you need to put that first, that's fine. But have you figured out what your counter argument is and what the first sentence would be? Even though Bono's passion for the plight of people in Africa is admirable, some people might choose other, how do I say it? Observing, no, deserving areas in which to promote. And I don't, maybe in there he does say something about other things, but he talked about Africa. Of course, that was his thing, and that's okay. To all people of the world. And then you're going to do your CER again. Okay, so actually, once you know that you've put your counter argument in there, then you can take counter argument out, but that is your Roman numeral 4. You got to show the opposite. Even though Bono's passion for the plight of people in Africa is admirable, some people might choose other deserving areas in which to promote. Okay, so we're going to click on that. And you see it's part of it's hidden because it's really getting long now. But you want to go to a child. You need to have A through F. It's a subtopic. And one more. Child. Okay, so that's an F. Now we need our third, and it should be your strongest main point. So I'm going to go to 3 and add 4. Well, I have to go to 4 as a sibling to 3. Okay. Oops. Did I do it right? Okay. This is your third and most important main point. And when you go back and you look at, he used pathos, allusions, and metaphors. You might think that the last one that you want to put is pathos, and that's okay. But before you write the rough draft, go ahead and switch that so I will know. It may be the one you think is the strongest. So out of those three, choose the strongest. All right, now you're coming right off the counter argument. No doubt Bono has great ideals and believes we believes the world can be better, a better place. And he emphasizes that through the metaphorical language he uses in this speech. Now, I might want to go back and redo that part. We're saying in this speech, but you got to get it out of your head first, okay? All right, this needs A through F. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to go here. I'm going to go child, child, child. Oops. Sorry. Child, and do it 3 more times. Child, child, child. Oop. All right. Now, the last thing I do is I go over to this number 5 and I hit sibling. I need number 6. That stands for paragraph number 6. That stands for your conclusion. So I'm going to put a sibling and I'm going to just remind you, you need to take conclusion out later, but restate thesis. Okay, and then wait, is that wait, where is pathos? Illusions. Wait, Bono conveys using oh, I didn't put any yeah, I did. No, I didn't. Wait, click on that. Oh, I didn't put any children there, guys. Let me go back up here. Add topic. Oh, I guess I did. I guess I did. You just can't see it. It's hiding it. Okay, let me take G out. Okay, let me go back down to 6 now. Okay, restate thesis. And the thesis, I don't think I wrote there, but it would be restating this in different words, including your 3 main points. So let me say this. With restating, you're saying it in different words, paraphrasing. Okay, and then the next one, you're going to put a child. Actually, that's going to start with that. Okay, I'm going to put a child. Let me just put 2. You could have 3. 3 sentences to me is enough if you're doing the right thing. Okay, sum up what you said. Let's see. You stated in essay. Okay, and then let's see. And with how Bono's message, or whoever your person is, Jim Carrey or whatever, applies to the big picture. We've talked about that. Go back and look at your notes for rhetorical analysis. And I'm just using, okay. I think we just need one S, Janine. There you go. Okay, so now you have your outline done. So once you set this up, we're going to go over a CER, and I'll show you how that fits into the A through the F. Okay, so let's do this for today. If you finish, I will work with your group individually on one CER. You will need notebook paper. You will need notebook paper. Get it from my table. Please do not use spiral. Everyone has to do this. Okay? You don't turn one in collectively anymore. You all have to have a project. I would presume it's the same name for everybody in your group. I mean, that's fine with me. I don't care. But in your username, somewhere you need to have your name. Like I have JCH 2420 or JCH 1016 for my birthday. I think that's what I've got. But and I can figure out that that's Janine C. Holland. Okay. Some people would actually say Janine 28. Just come up with a number, Janine 49. But I need to be able to readily look at that and all through all the projects and see that that is yours. Don't just put an ID number. I'm not going to look it up. You'll get a 0. So make sure you do that. Again, let me know if y'all get through this today and you want to start that CER. Let's do it. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions.